So, I'm making this video because I kind of want to have memory of one of the most craziest nights of my life. And it is the third day into summer for my school, and I am grounded for a whole year. So, I will tell you the story about the first 2 days of my summer. And I think it is Saturday, the 26th, 7:30. I'm at 7:30 p.m. I'm making this. So, I started off in the day. I woke up, went to school, and did all that stuff. Funnest day ever because it was the last day of school. It was Thursday, March 24th, May 24th. Oops. And I just had a great day. It was the last day of school. It was so fun just to get out of school. There's a bunch of papers thrown in the hallway. Teachers were happy too. Everybody's taking down stuff. I didn't really miss anybody because I transferred in the middle of the year, kind of. But yeah, it was a good day. I didn't get to say goodbye to everybody like I wanted to. And I went home, and I told my mom before I went to school to pick me up at parent pickup so we could go get my friends so I could have a sleepover. But instead, I went on the bus. And my mom went to parent pickup, and she was like, she got home and she was screaming at me because I was already home from the bus. And I got grounded for a whole year. But she made the exception for the sleepover. So I'm grounded all summer too, and it sucks. But I can go on the computer and stuff. I can't have any friends over at all or go anywhere. Yeah, and then, so yeah. We went to go pick up my friends after that. And I got to go pick up my best friend, Raymond Lovato, and my friend, Brendan. He actually goes to my school. He's one of the good friends I made during my school. It's the short time I've been there. But, anyways, that day, we went to just hang out and whatever. We went to Dairy Queen before we went back to my house. Then we went back to my house, and I don't think we did anything that day really. We just played Halo all day and stuff, and Black Ops, and we were waiting for Black Ops 2 to come out and stuff and whatever. And we went on YouTube and all that other stuff. Played games on his iPod, Brendan's iPod, but the next day is the cool part. Next day, I woke up, so did my friends. We woke up at 10 o'clock so we could ask them for another day to sleep over, so they could sleep over another day. And they left today in the morning. But anyways, so both moms said yes so they could sleep over. And both moms said yes so they could sleep over another day. So that day, I liked one of the hottest, most popular girls' statuses, and this kid put a comment, like she said, "Who wants to come to the yacht club today with me?" And only one person put a comment besides me and liked it, but she's a really popular hot girl. And he put, "Why wasn't I invited?" And I put, "I know, right?" with a little like arrow pointing up. And then she let me come, and then it was probably like 1:30 by the time we actually got to the yacht club, and we were in our bathing suits and whatnot. And we get there, and Amanda, the girl, wasn't there yet with her two hot friends, weren't there yet. So we just walk up and down the boardwalk asking girls to help with their tanning oil. None said yes because we said lube instead of tanning oil. Because tanning oil kind of looks like lube in ways. But yeah, so they finally get there, and we start hanging out, and like 10 minutes later, we want to go into the yacht club's pool. So we sneak in, they have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I come in because they wanted me to take a picture on this weird stool they had in one of the big stalls for the girls' bathroom. It looked like an old man sat on there. So I sat on there. They took a picture for Facebook. It's on Facebook like right now, and I'm getting a bunch of spam. But yeah, And then eventually then we sneaked into the yacht club, and probably like 7 minutes later, when we finally start getting to lay down and jumped in the pool like once or twice, they kick us out. They saw the security cameras and they kicked us out. But they only kicked us out of the yacht club pool area. They didn't kick us out of the actual yacht club beach and stuff. So we didn't want to pay money to get into the yacht club pool because they said we just could go back and pay money. So we didn't do that. So we went to tan on the beach, and we tanned for like a half an hour, and I'm really white, so I have the sunburns to prove the story. And that was yesterday. That it happened on Friday. I think on the 25th. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, 25th. That all this crazy stuff happened. And I'm just getting you the crazy stuff. And eventually we stopped tanning, and Amanda's like, because I went with her before, but she never went with my two friends, Raymond and Brendan. And we're all just tanning there, and two friends, and she asked, "You want to jump off the pier again?" And then my other friends wanted to. And we jump off the pier a couple of times. My best friend Raymond, he wears glasses, and he lost his glasses in the ocean by jumping off the pier, which you're not supposed to jump off the pier, of course, but we did anyway. And yeah, that was pretty fun, but we never got kicked out for any, like, no one really cared for that. I think some old man was yelling at us about that, but we did it anyway. Yeah, we were running back and forth. My friend Brendan, he got a huge cut from some coral that was sitting at the bottom of the ground on the beach. This is Florida too, but there's not much coral usually. But yeah, he cut his leg, but it wasn't a big cut. He didn't have to go to the hospital, luckily. And then eventually those two of Amanda's friends leave, and then we are still tanning for a little bit, and my friend Brendan, he gets an awful sunburn, and Amanda gets a sunburn on her face, and Raymond, my friend, he gets just a sunburn on his shoulders, and we're still tanning. Sorry, my friend just texted me. We're still tanning, and eventually Amanda, like an hour ago, she invited us to come to her house before we leave, and so we went to her house, and there was a party going on that day too, like at night. It started around 7 and ended at like 12. Yeah, and we go back to her house, we play in her pool, we play a little swimming, basketball, and volleyball and stuff like that, and there's two little annoying kids, and then Amanda has a chihuahua that kept barking at us and was a scaredy cat. And then she had one of those balls that rolled around, you could go inside and you could just stand up and roll around, and those were really cool. But eventually I said, she invited us to the party again. I'm like, as long as I can wear like some of your clothing and go as a girl and like get a wig and stuff and get makeup, then I'll go. And she did my makeup. I put on some of her like booty shorts and stuff, and tank top and whatever. And then after that, we started just laughing at my stuff. Brandon put it on too, but he got rid of the stuff before we left, and I was gonna keep it on for the party. And so I get back. We go to my mom was supposed to pick me up at the beach, so I called her and told her to pick us up at the nearest 7-Eleven. And Amanda's mom and stuff wouldn't drive us there, so we have to run all the way to the 7-Eleven. I'm running in these girls' shoes, and I actually feel bad for girls now, because girls' shoes give you blisters really fast, and I have the blisters to prove it. Because I got really bad blisters that day, the worst ones I've ever had in my whole entire life. And yeah, so we ran all the way to the nearest 7-Eleven, and I'm dressed like a girl, and people go with like their two fingers, and I can't even whistle, so I can't really explain how, but yeah. And then my mom just asked me random questions, why you dressed up like that, because I was in a swimsuit before, and then now I'm into this girl suit. Like, I was in some booty shorts, the ones that have pink, that says pink on the back, and it was gray. And I was in a black tank top with lingerie on, so I didn't really get a wig because my hair is already kind of long for it, but we put up on a lot of makeup. We put on eyeliner, those eyebrow filler things, lipstick or lip gloss or something, and blush. I looked like a total girl. It was hilarious as fuck. And then later we go to my mom's boyfriend's house so we can eat dinner before we go to the party. And can't remember what we ate actually. Oh yeah, we ate tacos. We ate tacos with. Yeah, I only had 2 tacos, and I think Brendan only had 2, and I don't know how many Raymond ate. Yeah, and then and my mom's boyfriend was making fun of me, and so was my mom the whole time. And eventually we go to the party. The party, we went as soon as it opened, like 7:02 or something, and there was already people coming in. It was a really popular kids party, and me and my friends aren't as popular as everybody else, but we're still pretty popular, I gotta admit. But so I go up to the door, and everybody, like, as soon as I get out of the car, I'm already getting like hated on by the popular kids, and they're like, why are you wearing that? And, like, the guys didn't care as much. Like, the person that was hosting the party didn't care as much. They're like, because it cost $2 to get in, because they had to pay for pizza and stuff. And sorry, they didn't care as much, but they said whatever, you can just go in as long as you have $2, because it was an open party. It wasn't just like a on the list party. But one of the girls kicked me out. They kicked me out of the party because what I was like, I don't know why. She randomly just kicked me out for not doing anything, because I was standing at the front waiting for some of my friends to come, because I didn't want to go into a party just dressed like that randomly. Because I thought it was funny as fuck, but everybody else didn't really think it was funny. Like, I'll show you guys. I'll put a picture on, I don't know, of some stuff, like what I was dressed like and the blisters I have and whatever. You know, and yeah, so eventually we were just waiting there at the front door, and one of the girls, I was looking out into the garage window, and like one of the girls told me to go through the garage window, and we didn't leave for like 10 minutes, and so yeah, it's about 10 minutes, and then everybody just came outside, and they were talking about us behind our back, but they were waiting for people too, I think. I don't know why they even came outside, really. But everybody at least came out to see me once. It was funny as fuck, but no one actually thought it was really funny. Maybe 1 or 2 people actually thought it was funny. And eventually we actually had to go, because the girl wasn't letting us in, the girl that owned the house, not the one that was hosting the party, because the one that was hosting the party was a boy, and he was the most popular boy in our school for golf middle school, I think. And the girl kicked us out that owned the house, so me and my friends left, and 2 minutes, like us walking, it starts pouring down with rain. It was pouring down with rain, and we go from tree to tree, house to house, and then we run down the sidewalk to the nearest 7-Eleven, because we saw a 7-Eleven, and we run left from the street, which was the closest 7-Eleven. It's just a few blocks down, and I'm running in the girls' shoes, and those things are giving me even worse blisters and whatnot. And yeah, and then we stay there for a while, and then eventually I'm just sitting there, and we're not doing really anything. And there was some guy just randomly just comes up to us, and he's like, "You got $1?" And I said, we did have $6 for 3 of us to get into the party, like 2 for 2. Yeah, but I didn't give him $1. I didn't tell him I had $1. He's like, "Oh man." But then eventually we told him where we're trying to get to, and he says, "If you give me $1, I can ride you like probably a 15-minute ride," and that's like an hour of walking, actually, maybe 45 minutes. Hour of walking, that would kind of suck. So 15 minutes ride is pretty good, and he drove us all the way down Santa Barbara, kind of, for like 15-minute drive. Maybe it was even 10, I don't know. He drove us all the way down that. He was from Jersey. He was from Jersey, so we didn't know where he was really going. We were trying to get to the Cape Coral Youth Center, which was probably going to be like a 5-hour walk from where we were. But Yeah, he drove us for just $1, and we just hopped in some random stranger car while it was raining. He gave us a tarp to put over our heads, and the tarp almost flew off a few times when we were going. And then we get to the next 7-Eleven. He dropped us off at the one that was more down the road, and like he asked us what our real story was, like how I was dressed like a girl and stuff, and he said like I told him the story and like about everything that happened, like, and he said the girl was trying to play me and stuff, and I should not like hang out with her, and I should burn her clothes and whatnot. And he says don't ever deal with that girl again. Never, like, he says the girl was just trying to play me, Amanda, or trying to make me look bad at a popular kids party and stuff. And I did kind of believe him, but I didn't want to at the same time, and I don't think I did believe him really. Because Amanda is a great girl. I really think I'd forgive her anyway, but maybe not actually, but if it was true. But so he tells us all that stuff. He tells me to take off my tank top and stuff, and I'm still wearing the booty shorts. He didn't really have anything else, and he gives me this white shirt with a bunch of paint on it, and I'm just like, you know, I'll take it, because I did believe him at the time, but then I really thought about it, and he didn't make actually much sense about it. And I can't even think. Like, just, it was a crazy night, and he told us about all that stuff. He gives me like a 15-minute conversation just about whatever, about that girl and stuff, and he tells me to give her phone number to me, and I'm like, I didn't want to give her the phone number. I just said, I don't have the phone number on me, okay? And yeah, like, and then he just said we just said stay cool and stuff, and then we left him, and then so we walked about at least 5 miles all the way to my friend, maybe even 6 or 7 miles, all the way to my friend Brendan's house. Wait, we first went to a Sitco like 5 miles in, and a Sitco so we could all get like big, 69-cent drinks at a Sitco, but they're not as big as 7-Eleven. That's why I was kind of mad, so I wanted to go to 7-Eleven instead of Sitco. But we went over there, got 69-cent drinks, and we had like $2 and change left or something, and we got all this money, and I was still kind of in the, I was carrying just a bra around the whole night, and like, I think, yeah, I was carrying a bra around, and that's it. I wasn't carrying anything else yet, because I still had the tank top under the white shirt, and people just looked at me funny when the cars passed. And yeah, we got those drinks so we could go on a little bit farther, and then we walked about another mile all the way to my friend Brendan's house, which he has a huge house, and we said we should throw a party over there one day, and next year we should egg the girl's house at like Halloween or whatever. And we go inside, his dogs are just barking all loud, it's so dark in his house, and we go into his room. He gets, he gives me gym shorts, so I don't have to be in little booty shorts anymore. And I still had the gym shorts on, as you can see. And yeah, I was walking around that whole night. And then eventually we got out of Brendan's house. Brendan let the dogs out to pee and stuff. And then we walk all the way back to, then we walk about another at least 7 miles all the way to the youth center. And cars kept honking at me because I was had a bra on my thing. But actually, when we were walking down Brendan's road, I couldn't take it anymore, and I took the girls' shoes off because they were giving me really bad blisters. And I walked barefoot for about 7 miles straight, and I stepped on pieces of glass, and I'm just like, I'm still not putting back the shoes on because they hurt a lot. And I had the booty shorts in my hands too, in this hand right here. I had the bra on this side. I walked like that for about 7 miles with my friend Brennan and Raymond. Our feet were hurting and everything. And eventually we finally got to teen night and stuff, like teen night, but the teen night was supposed to close in like 20 minutes, but they closed like 20 minutes early like they always do. Teen night is kind of gay now. It used to be really cool back like a year ago, but now there's a bunch of little jits in there. And so we finally got there, and everybody was asking me questions, all my kind of friends, and a bunch of random people were asking me questions. Why am I carrying a bra around and like girls' clothing? I didn't want to tell anybody the story about how I got kicked out and like I was dressed as a girl, and I didn't have the makeup on anymore because most of the rain, and I forgot to say, I wiped a lot of the makeup off at Brennan's house. He gave me but I still had the eyeliner on, but nothing else really. And so yeah, then that happened, and everybody was asking me why am I carrying around girls' clothes, and I didn't want to tell them the story, so I said I killed a hooker and raped her dead body. I thought that was pretty. No one believed me on that, really. I think some people actually really did, and then yeah, yeah, I raped a dead hooker, and like it was just a crazy night. And my friend Raymond, he got his ex-girlfriend back, Bree Weaver, and I got no girls dressed as what I was and stuff in a white shirt and like short gym shorts.